15. Rodgers on the return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their mobile quarterback, standing 6'4". It's Colin Kaepernick.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Kaepernick. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by C.J. Henderson.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
Just 3 weeks of games left in the NFL regular season. What's it going to take for him to win the MVP? What's it going to take?
Whatever it is, if he wants to strengthen that candidacy, no time like the present.
Yeah, and let me tell you what I think. Not only does he have to play the clean game, no picks, things of that nature, he has to have at least one significant play that we'll talk about all next week. That'll really give him a higher profile.
Brings up 2nd.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 catches, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. First carry out for former Badger Jonathan Taylor. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that. Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick. And he's going to have to look up to Gage. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
1st and 10.
And the Jacksonville offense on their way out again as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, this team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Jaguars.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. And here we get a look at Stewart down on the ground still. Hope this isn't anything serious. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A quick throw complete to Chark. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball. Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And the Jaguars send out their punter. They'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Open man is Trey Burton. And we'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
Gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They run the option on 2nd down. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
At the 38-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Kaepernick looking to throw. 3rd and 2. Well, throw for Pittman is intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Now the extra point.
Point after.
And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Rodgers on the return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Now Kaepernick to try again here after the pick six. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
The 30-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. This one into the hands of Burton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
First and 10, Taylor now. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Eric Armstead, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he's going to go down again.
Taken down and set.
That play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
The ball carrier. He's brought down at the 31. A 3-yard pickup. And it's
out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. won 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 7, Colts nothing.
On first down, Robinson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6.
That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 36.
13 yards.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Joe Schobert on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a give right side. It's Robinson. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Tackled at the 25-yard.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. On the slant, this is Chark. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick. but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
Kaepernick was looking to throw, but then it became decision time. And when he saw they had room to run, he made the right decision to pull it down there, and he winds up picking up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Second down and 3. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's got Burton here. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 28. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Connecting with Burton here over the middle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. His pass caught with the throw. And he takes this one in for the Colts touchdown. Russell Gage, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rap, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jags football again. DJ Chark ready to rock and roll. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
At the 32-yard line.
2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
87.
7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Jaguars.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And he was looking for James Robinson out of the backfield, and it's 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to throw again. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
Makes the score Jaguars 13, Colts 7.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. Colts football and Michael Pittman, helmet back on and ready to go. Looking down at the stats here, realizing he has no catches. They've targeted him twice, but no catches. So how do they get him more involved, Charles?
You make sure he touches it on routes that he likes to run, maybe even run a reverse or some type of a jet sweep so he gets his hands on the ball and get him active and involved in the game. You just try and find ways to get him going, and it doesn't have to be something that's big downfield.
Maybe kind of like in basketball, just a shooter seeing the ball go through, you get him a rep, get him more comfortable.
I agree with that totally. Maybe set that solid screen and give him an easy look.
Well, to this point, no catches. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
5 brings up second.
Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick.
Jaguars 34-yard line.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
For the field goal, a 47-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10.
Colts 10.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll start things out in the AFC South. Tennessee at home taking on Houston, and it's the Titans out in front in that one. Ryan Tannehill looking good. 2 touchdown passes. From there, we head north to Minnesota. Check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. 2 touchdown passes there for Dak Prescott. Finally, we're off to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Julio Jones, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On first down, Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Robinson, and he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 30. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Colts 25-yard line.
whips that one incomplete there. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Malik Hooker on the coverage.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 12-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Robinson. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Ball credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And this one through the uprights and good. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
5-yard line.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the 2nd half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. There's that man again. It's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On first down, it's Hines. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. And he is down at the 48, a pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
On 3rd down, Hines. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they'd struggled throughout this one.
first and 10. Here's Kaepernick. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run forward with Hines, and he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Second and 11. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. And room there to work it inside the 25. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd down, Robinson, and he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Taken down.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Brings up 2nd.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage. Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on, because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said does. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Colts 10.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It's actually a return that they were going to be very proud of, but when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They're going to look to throw. That incomplete. He finds Shark. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They'll run on 1st down. Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Robinson, and he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Shark's got it, left side. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
But it's 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play. Getting to the ball.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
There certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's high? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 20.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Kaepernick. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Colts on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the 1st down yardage. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
On 1st down, Kaepernick out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Kaepernick to throw again. He's got Burton here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
The Colts on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 11. Now Kaepernick. It's incomplete. Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense's past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
To throw is Kaepernick. Kaepernick hit. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, That puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
The defense gets them the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And the Jags are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Robinson, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. To start the drive, but that one incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. And that will be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
The ball carrier.
He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
With a 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Robinson. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as as they're able to get the third down conversion. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close.